Welcome to yet another Python programming video from your GK buddy. In this video, we are going to provide solution to one of the homework assignment questions that we come across in computer science, class 11 and 12 of CBSE schools. The question is to display first n prime numbers based on input from user. As we know, prime numbers are those that have only two factors, the numbers themselves and 1. So, prime numbers are numbers that are divisible by 1 and the numbers themselves. Let's see how we can write a Python code to achieve this. On your screens, you are seeing the ideally Python editor. We are using Python 3.7 version for this video. The first step is to accept input from the user, convert it into an integer and store it in a variable. So the first statement is n is equal to int input. The input statement, when executed, will display please enter a number greater than 1 on the screen. So when the user types the number, it will be converted into an integer and stored in the variable n. We know that 1 is a composite number, so there's no point getting an input as 1. If the input is 1, we say that the number is incorrect and ask the user to enter a number which is greater than 1. And this will continue till the user inputs a number greater than 1. Once the user inputs a number greater than 1, the for loops start executing. You can see two for loops here. One is for increasing the number and the other is for increasing the divisor. So in the first for loop, for n in range 1, n plus 1. We are putting n plus 1 as the upper limit because the range function will include values only up to n minus 1. It will not include n. So if you want n also to be checked, then we have to add n plus 1. So for n in range n plus 1, this is for increasing the input. So what does this loop do? This loop executes from 1 to n and it prints all prime numbers between 1 and n. We all know that 1 is a composite number, so we need not check on 1. We have an if condition here. If n is greater than 1, this loop gets executed. For I in range 2, so we start the divisor with 2 only because we know that prime numbers are divisible by 1 and n. So we need not check the division for 1 and n. So we check the division from 2 to n minus 1. So if you put n here, the values up to n minus 1 only will be checked. So our purpose is served. So for I in range 2 to n, the divisor will start from 2, go on up till n. To check whether a number is prime or not, we do n modulus I. N is the input and I is the divisor. We find input modulus divisor, and if it is equal to 0, we know that it is divisible by the divisor and it comes out of the loop. Now is the most important thing. If the number is checked and for all the divisors n modulus I is not equal to 0, then this statement gets executed. So what happens is it comes out of the loop and the next statement to be executed is this. So the indentation of this else cannot be inside the loop because once all the conditions of the for loop are checked, the control moves out of the loop. Therefore, the indentation of the else statement should be the same as that of the second for loop. This is something which we have to remember. So what happens at this stage? It takes a number and finds the modulus based on this range. And if at some point it encounters a modulus 0, then the loop breaks here and this for loop starts again. If this for loop is executed completely and a value 0 is not encountered for the modulus, then this else gets executed. So this else gets executed only when n modulus I is not equal to 0. Now let's check this code. So let's click on run module. Let's try the number 10. So we get 2, 3, 5, 7. 2 is prime, 3 is prime, 5 is prime, 7 is prime. And that is the last prime number before 10. 8, 9 and 10 are not prime numbers. Now let's check another number. So let me go to run module. Let me give 31. So you can see that we get 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29 and 31 also is checked and printed because we used n+1 here. Hope you found this video useful. If you like this video, click on like. If you love this channel, click on subscribe. Looking forward to seeing you again with another Python programming video. Have a great day.